right. Hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me today is Noble, the man himself. Noble, say
Good
hello to all the
evening.
fine folks. There we go. And in the background, we have hosting tonight, of course, is the sexiest man alive, voted 10 years in a row, Wookiee Monster himself. God, I love you, you sexy beast. Thank you for all the production, godlike features that you do. But the reason why all of you wonderful folks are here today is for tonight's match. It is round 9, Division 2. It is going to be Ventures versus XRising Esports, and it's a best of 3 series. The final game, round 9. This is for all the glory right now to see who's going to be making it into playoffs. Ventures is once again right on the cusp, just like we had in Division 1 yesterday. This game is super important. Do you hear the seriousness in my voice right now about how important this is? It is extremely important. So, but let's break down both of the teams here. Noble, who do we got for the side of Ventures? Who will be on blue side today?
Ventures, we have Slim Shoddy in the top lane. We have Constellation here in the jungle, followed by is that Pyro Nox in the mid
Yep,
lane, Parcel in the ADC position, and for support we have Risai,
Rezi.
Rezi.
But don't worry. And then for the side of red, we have XRising Esports. We're going to have Hideka in the top lane, WWG in the jungle, XRes Cappy in the mid lane. We have Techi Tets on ADC, and we have Lupul Imperat as the support player. So once again, coming into tonight's match, though, the standings-wise, XRising right now holds a really comfortable third place lead. I believe that they have the ability to make it into playoffs no matter what. If they win or lose tonight's match, they have the ability to make it into playoffs. I'm pretty confident in the top 4. And then Ventures, though, they're the ones that are really fighting hard for a spot right now.
For playoffs in general. I had to switch it from the low real quick. Just I had to get serious with it for just a moment here. But yes, this is very important for the side of Ventures, who once again is going to be starting off on blue side here. Now we should have draft ready here within the next couple of moments. They should be starting it up. But I think personally, I think this game is going to go into XRising's favor. Just they've shown to be a really, really formidable force over the course of this entire split so far. They're in third place for a reason, but I don't know. There's always that little part of me, Noble, that's just like, I really hope Ventures at least gets, if they do 2-1, that might throw things off a little bit because for the schedule this week, I mean, we have Stupid Team Diff, Bandits in Pajamas, and Double McFeeders all have buys. So if we look at the standings, Stupid Team Diff right now is in 4th place with 14 points. So if Ventures actually 2-0s this, they'll get to 15 points and they'll knock Stupid Team Diff right out and they'll get into playoffs. If they tie if they get 2 wins and 1 loss, then we'll have to settle the tiebreaker between Stupid Team Diff and Ventures based off of a bunch of other statistics. But once again, XRising is just there. They have this place locked in, and it's really going to be interesting and see if they are able to at least get 2 wins today. And I hope that they're able to do it because I want to see some stuff happen today. But yes, draft hasn't started. Oh, hold on one moment. Let's is this a new link? Let me find out here. Okay. So yeah, nothing started as of yet. But Noble, who were you thinking? What's your thoughts going into tonight's match?
I'm gonna have to go with Ventures here. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them play a bit. Uh, Definitely just gonna support them here again. So,
Yeah, no, understandable. I definitely agree. Do you think it's going to be 2-1 or do you think it's going to be a 2-0?
I think it might be a 2-1. I mean, we do see that a lot here in teamgap, surprisingly.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I mean, we did have a drought for the longest time where it was nothing but 2-0s just happening. It was like week 1 through 4. It was just 2-0 or 0-2. And like I said, like UDEM, University of Montreal, they were like notorious for that in the very beginning of the split. Same thing with, like I said, everybody practically for the first couple of weeks here. But yes, I think it's going to be a 2-0 personally. I want Ventures. I want them to prove me wrong and get at least 1, and of course, completely prove me wrong and get the dub. But I just think XRising has a really strong team. I mean, we've seen WG perform. We've seen Techi. We've seen Lupa. We've seen all of these members. It's just going to be, can they perform tonight? You know, or are they going to be comfortable but just with locking in third or fourth place no matter what? You know, it's really going to be on XRising how they perform, and it's on Ventures to really show up and show out. So I'm definitely looking forward to tonight's game overall. So let us see. No draft as of yet, so we're just waiting for a little bit here before this thing starts. But yeah. Oh, you got eaten by Chris Pratt. Where'd you go, my friend?
I know, I slowly have faded away.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Pratt.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Pratt. There we go. I'm back into existence slightly. Slightly fading away.
Slightly just fading away, just slowly but surely. Oh my goodness, yeah. But let's let's see if we can get this started here. But I mean, we've seen these people perform. Where do you think most of the action is going to take place? Where do you think Ventures should focus most of their attention?
I feel like it's definitely gonna be fully based on the draft. We see the draft a lot, and usually, they'll have a lot of setup in the mid lane or the top lane. They have a lot of utility going on. They occasionally have a carry jungle, but not all the time. And as always, ADC is either it's shining, or they're just like, we're just gonna play back, not feed, because another lane has a lead already. So
Right. Yeah, no, that's very true. And I definitely expect on the side of Ventures to maybe focus down Cappy and WG. They're both very strong pivotal points of XRising's comp overall. I mean, WG, we've seen highlights from highlights of him perform. So we know what he's capable of. And there we go. They went ahead and got the draft started. So let's go ahead, stop talking about it and start being about it and see what is going down. So we have the Jinx and the Volibear, the first two bans on the side of Ventures. Two really strong picks. Jinx, at least, very much. Volibear, he's a hit or miss sometimes, but I can see in the hands of WG, absolutely not giving Volibear. And now we have on the side of XRising, of course, they're focusing down top lane. They do not want Slim Shotty to do anything. Fiora and Darius being poked down here. And now, finally, once again, Cappy, get rid of the Akali there, so no Akali for you. And then following up, just strictly top lane bans, Set, Fiora, and Darius. So I know, Noble, you probably take a little bit of offense to this because being a top laner yourself, but doesn't it kind of feel good whenever you get targeted banned?
it happens sometimes, mainly in Clash. I'll always see two bans at least usually. Sometimes it's only one, and it's Yorick, and it's like, all right, I'll play to someone else, like Darius. Darius, a very strong laner, especially after the recent buff for and it looks like we're getting lock-ins here. We have a Shyvana on the side of Ventures, and then we have a Yasuo and Alistar. So already good airborne combo to set up the Yasuo. And we also see Nautilus. I'm assuming he's going to be support here. We're on the side
Do you think
of
it's Yasuo
Ventures.
ADC? Do you think it's Yasuo ADC?
It could be. I haven't seen Yasuo ADC in like such a long time. Especially after the lethal tempo buff. There's the initial spin where we saw him there, but he's just flourished more in mid and top lane. Oh, they do have a GP top, so they had to get rid of all the early lane bullies up there. GP just scales so well. Once he hits 15-20 minutes, he has the Essence Reaver. And he builds into another crit item, or he picks up a what's the Prowler's Claw. He's just insane. It's such a stupid chain. I hate him. So annoying. Just so strong. One-shots you like 20 minutes in. It's like, oh, the 0-4 GP one-hit me. That was exciting.
Oh, yeah. I love taking one barrel to the face.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Anivia and Syndra being the bans out. Now, we did see some Syndra play last night as well. We saw how strong she was, especially, into the Vex there. No, Vex and Syndra were the two
Rylionn
picks.
Soul was who the Syndra went against.
That was a fun lane to watch back and forth. But Trundle and Nocturne now being the last two. So once again, a lot of focus around WG here. Trundle, I think, is going to be super important if you're going into a lot of tanks. I just played a game last night where I literally versed 5 tanks. Of course, we won because they didn't have an ADC. But it was just like, wow, this is really annoying. And Wookie was our jungler, and he was like, I'm just gonna pick Trundle. And it was the perfect
Oh,
counter,
yeah.
perfect counter to that. So yeah, if they plan on being a little bit of a beefier team, as we see from the Nautilus and the Kled, so I think Trundle's a great band there. But
I think the Claude is
Sejuani,
top or mid here. I think he's top.
yeah, I
I've
think
seen him
it's
mid
top.
before. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the
there goes
Ari
Ari.
mid.
Hmm. Yes, sir. I've seen a Gangplank mid recently too, so I'm not saying that Gangplank is definitely top. We could see something else here, but I'm inclined to believe that Techi is actually going to be busting out the Yasuo ADC. I'm just have a really good feeling about that because,
Oh,
yep,
there's the
there goes
Lissandra
Cappy
mid. Nice.
with his clutch Lissandra pick. We have seen Cappy play some Lissandra before, and we actually have some highlight videos that they have sent in on some Lissandra play, specifically against the Kassadin. So, I mean, looking at draft here, though, now we got to go ahead and put our predictions in. Ventures or XRising for game number 1?
I think I'm gonna go with I think I'll go with Ventures here. They have a Kled, very strong lane bully, very good roams. You know, his ultimate, he just top to mid lane within 5 seconds. You know, they have an Ari. I don't know if they've nerfed her recently because I know she was high up in the tier for mid lanes after she got her buff. And we got the Shiver with the black shield, so she can ignore the airborns. Nautilus for good early CC, and the Shyvana, insane scaling as long as she just hits the drags, you know.
So you're going with Ventures overall for game 1?
Yeah, that's who I'm putting my points on.
All right. I'm actually gonna go with the opposite. I'm gonna go with XRising for game number 1. I believe we're 100% correct in stating that Techi is going to be going the Yasuo bot lane with Alistar, and we've seen this. We've seen this a lot. Early game, this is going to be complete ass. Not even gonna lie. Alistar and Yasuo are going to get very poked down, especially by the Sivir, Boomerang. They have the Q as well. That's the Boomerang. They also have the W with the Ricochet, and like you said, any kind of engage that they have, she has the spell shield to at least block the first one. But after level 6 though, and they're able to get that knock up, I don't know. It's going to be really up to Rezi to like peel and be on top of Parcel the entire time to make sure that they cannot get the combo off. But Yasuo has his wind wall as well, so he's going to be able to block a lot of damage that Sivir's going to be able to do. That Boomerang is definitely not going to be a thing throughout either the longevity of the entire team fight, or it's just going to get completely nullified right in the beginning if she does throw it. So I'm going to go with XRising for game number 1 here. It's really going to be up to what's it called, Parcel once again to poke him down and try to get that early lead, but it's going to be fun. Oh, and yeah, no. It's only because it's April Fool's, Zach. Do not worry. This is not going to be the entirety of the entire cast. When we go into the game, we're going to have our normal voices, but you know, it's a holiday. You got to have a little bit of fun with the stream. Chris Pratt can remain though. He's not going anywhere. I'm just letting you all know that. That's a constant. But the voices will interchange. Don't worry. But let us know who you all think is going to win game number 1. We do have predictions live right now. Game number 1, it is going to be Ventures on blue side versus XRising Esports on red. And please do not go anywhere because we are going to go ahead and take a small little intermission while we get this set up for the spectator delay and everything. But yes,
we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
All right, hello, and welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn. Noble's joining me today as my color commentator, and then of course, in the background, sexiest man alive, Wookie Monster on production. Thank you so much to Wookie once again for all the amazing visuals. And here we go. We have a nice little invade here coming from the side. Oh my god, disgusting charm by Pyro, and the first blood picked up by Constellation. That was unbelievable. Ventures picks up first blood at 50 seconds, and they are coming out swinging. They're like, we are not losing this thing. Not happening. Not today.
Yeah,
Insane.
definitely a great startup already here. Gold to the Shyvana. She's gonna start off already with a ruby crystal. Great to see here. It looks like we also have an invade here in the top jungle here at the blue buff, and Kled isn't gonna actually go ward it, so looks like it could just be free blue buff for them. Taking a look at runes here, not seeing Treasure Hunter this game. Too bad. I was hoping to see more of it, hopefully get a better understanding of it, but that's alright.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I want to play with it too, but like in norms probably later on. It's different like when you just read about it. It's like, I gotta experience this, see how good it actually is.
Yeah.
There we go. Very nice. Tornado's gonna land from Techi onto Parcel. Like, do you ever use the debt one where you go in debt on Inspiration?
Futures Market.
Yeah, that one.
I have. Honestly, it's
I like it.
it's pretty good. It depends. So you can lose money on it, but it's like if you're gonna we're gonna have some poke down here. It all depends. Like if it helps me get like a Sheen or an X calling early on, then I'll get it, you know.
Oh, very nice engage from Loophole on the Parcel here. In the bot lane, though, we do have Constellation making his way down here. Techi trying to dash through, but is it going to be enough? No. Constellation picks up a second kill, and then the flash comes from Loophole along with Constellation to take the double kill, and that is going to be another one. Actually, it's going to be, what, 3 now picked up for Shyvana? Yes,
Yep.
it is. 3 and 0, all 3 kills on the
She'll probably end up
Constellation right
clearing her
now.
Krugs here, and then possibly go to chickens, and then take a back. Because she definitely has some big money already. Yeah, she has 1,000 gold, so
Oof.
she can be picking up any component she needs for a mythic already. Gangplank, gotta take the early back here because he is low on mana. Not too sure why he's backing though. Sure, he did get a
Yeah.
wave shove, but he did have 3 C-pots on him, so not too sure. Because it looks like the Kled might just hold a freeze here.
Right. That's
Quite
a little bit
detrimental
confusing.
for the GP as well, because Kled is that kind of champion, you know, he can just run you down, especially with the Scarl passive.
That is very true. Constellation, although, is going to get picked up by a ward here, so the gank mid is not there, but WWG also waiting in the flanks right on top side, making his way on over to Pyro's lane, seeing if he can get anything there. No wards, so hold on 1 second. Slim Shotty now getting kind of run down, like you were saying, from Gangplank, Haidaka. And yeah, there goes Scarl. He's going to be running for his life, but this little dude is not giving up without a fight. You know how spunky he can be. The charm is going to miss. Unfortunately, the flash comes in from Pyro. Very nice engage, though, on the Constellation, and this is going to be a shutdown potential. Let's see if they can pick it up. WG does want to give it up, but no, he would have gotten away. Constellation would have gotten away if he didn't get that kill. So great pickup from WG, though. Huge shutdown gold going on over to him, so that will put them finally on the board. And they're still down by about 700 gold, though, overall.
Yeah, definitely would have suggested that early back, especially when you have so much gold. You can always take that reset, you know, because having that Bomby Cinder there, you know, the extra little bit of damage as well as the extra health you get. Nice extra, you know, just stacking, you know, you can survive the extra 2 abilities, you know, the electrocute, while offsetting a bit more damage. So it would have been probably better for her as she did pick up.
Oh, I don't know. Slim, yeah, you have Scarl, but is it going to be enough? He's going to take 1-2 tower shots. There goes the Ignite. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. Slim Shotty picks up the kill onto Haidaka there. I love that. That was very well timed. Patience is a very good virtue to have, especially when you're playing Kled, because, you know, Scarl's presence, coming and going, it can definitely make the difference in these team fights, 100%, or just these one-on-ones, I mean.
Sure.
So, Slim Shotty playing that very, very well in that 1v1 matchup there, and he will get a little bit now of a lead. The teleport was used by Heideka in the top side to get back into lane though, so he wasn't losing too much in terms of CS. In the bot lane though, this is kind of surprising. Tetchy has more farm than Parcel does right now.
Yeah, he does, which is surprising, as he has been getting poked down quite a bit here.
Alright, WG though, waiting in the flanks, coming down for a gank potential. But they are going to be very cautious, and there goes Constellation going down into the river, so it is an unbeknownst 3v3. There's the war that's going to catch him out, though. Rezi is getting caught out slightly. Loophole with a very nice engage, though. The CC chain is real, but they are not tanky enough. Loophole does take down Parcel. Constellation takes down Loophole, though, so it is a 1-for-1 right now. There comes the gank from Cappy down to the bot lane, and he does pick up the kill. Very, very nice. And yeah, I mean that was a great job. I think that was very well played from both sides. The flank coming down from XRising to follow up. Smite used a little bit early, but where is Constellation? No, he's not going to be it back.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it. No, he died.
Yeah, he
the
died.
bot lane by the Lissandra here. So very good roams here so far that we've seen, and it's only been 7 minutes into the game. It looks like we'll be getting a. I assume it's going to be a Gore Drinker. I don't think I've ever seen a Stride Breaker built on a Clad.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say the Iron Spike Whip going into Gore Drinker for the Clad. We could be getting a Ludens or an Everfrost here on the Lissandra. Not too sure what you build on Ahri, as I've seen. When I played Ahri, it was Season 10, so a lot different build back then than it is now.
It kind of varies, you know. It's like Vygar. He can go in Everfrost if he wants to, you know. It's just double the CC potential, so that's what she could do to set herself up for a charm. Or she can go Luden's Tempest if she wants to get the magic pen and the you know, ability haste and everything that comes later on. So I mean, it's it's kind of versatile in this circumstance though. They kind of have a couple tanks, but I don't know. I would probably go Everfrost for the added CC, just because they have a lot of engage on the side of XRising. Hold on 1 second. Nice gank from WG. There goes the Glacial Prison and the double ulti also coming in. But Rezi is going to go ahead and get out of there. Very nice. Also, Parcel popping the ultimate on the hunt. Yeah, just to escape. You know, they still stick around with about half health too. So it wasn't even like the worst engage for them to like, oh no, we have to back. We're going to give up plates. Not in this circumstance. I like that. Great job from Ventures, though. They're holding on pretty tight, this lead, 5-3. You know, they are definitely shutting me down. I have a little bit of the caster curse right now for XRising. You know, Ventures does lead the pack right now by about 700 gold. Had a consistent lead overall. They got first blood as well. So they've been doing a great job. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up through the entirety of game one. All right, here we are back to top lane. There goes Slim Shotty with the charge, and Heideka underneath his own lane. The damage is too big, plus Garl's there for added effect just to get the tower aggro reverted away.
Nice.
And he does pick up the kill. Slim Shotty with now 2-0-1. Perfectly executed. And
oh yeah, definitely gonna want to be keeping that gank flank suppressed as much as you can. Because no matter what, as long as he keeps his farm up, you know, grabs that Essence Reaver, grabs that Prowler's Claw, there's nothing that can be done at like 20 minutes in. Especially against
definitely
a
not.
comp.
Okay, double knockups there underneath tower. Loople's not level 6 quite yet, so he does not have Unbreakable Will available just at the moment, but level 7 also from Parcel, though. I must say, Parcel's doing a good job just experience-wise, but farming, not so much.
Yeah. Definitely surprising that he hasn't gotten that big lead, especially as a ranged champ here in a melee matchup following. So, yeah, definitely surprising to see that the Sivir doesn't have, you know, perfect CS here, or at least, like, more than the Yas.
Yeah, that's definitely true, and yeah, equal or more, of course, but yeah, Slim Shotty is just doing work to Heideka. There goes the Glacial Prison from over the wall, very nice, coming from WWG to save his friend. Let's see if they can actually get a turnaround on him, but I don't think Slim Shotty's going to be waiting. He has enough mobility and damage if he technically wanted to turn around. Glacial Prison already used, so the hard CC isn't really going to be there.
Yep. Excuse me. Definitely gonna be looking forward to seeing the GP.
Hold on one second. Pyro's gonna go ahead and do it. Engage. Waste the ultimate though. I know it's on a timer, so it's a little bit different now. Spirit Rush. Than the traditional just 3 jumps, I believe. Oh, misses the charm. Misses the Q.
Those charms, man. He's gonna have to start hitting those if he needs to get a kill.
Oh, here we are. Great engage from Rezi. There goes the depth charge onto the back line. Techi Tets is going to get caught out. Oh, but knocked back from Lupo. It doesn't matter. They have so much damage. Oh, very nice tornado on the engage. Parcel getting real low. Does the ignite take him out? Yes, it does. Coming in. Picks up the kill from Lupo. Lupo, though, trying to run away. And a double kill now on over to Constellation. Super unfortunate. Techi just cannot catch a break with these kills here. I mean, it was really good last breath that was utilized to get him away from Alistar and from Shyvana there, but Parcel just holding on by a thread. Holding on just enough to give it to Alistar.
GP getting harassed in lane. Oh, yep, yet again, he's going to be pulled in here. Not too much is going to happen, luckily. He's not doing too bad, but he's also ran out of corrupting pods as of their last little skirmish. So he's definitely gonna have to play it safer here. Kled could tower dive here if he wanted to with his ultimate and ignite. He'd just have to hit a hook and pull.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that I think that's one of the most busted things in this game is Skarl. Just the fact that the turret aggro just goes away. And hold on, Heideka knows exactly what I'm talking about as he witnesses it firsthand here. The ignite, is it going to be enough again?
Yep. Oh,
it is
maybe not. I
Oh,
think Gangplank Citrus saved some.
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice use of his W there. I think it just came up in time for him to be able to just get that little bit of healing he needed.
Oh, hold on. 4 members, though, of Ventures making their way down to the bot lane here. Pyro trying to just make sure that they completely zone them out for not the next dragon. They just got dragon right now, so they just want to make sure. They just want to make sure. Let's see. Constellation trying to bully them out of their own jungle, but there's 3 members, though, from the side of XRising. Smites the blue buff away, but at what cost will it be? At the cost of nothing. Rezi didn't really have to engage, but chose to. Techi, though, is going to go ahead and take a boomerang straight to the face. Parcel does take him down. Very nice. There goes the ultimate on the hunt to take down not just Lupo, but WG. No, WG flashes away, actually. Gets away. Very nice. So 2 members, though, taken down from the side of XRising, and they are just not playing very much as a third-place team right now. Slim Shotty engaging on a Heideka with super low health. Skull still available. Just a sliver is left, though. There he goes. Heideka is getting real low. There goes one shot. Is it going to be a lot of damage, though, from the side of Heideka? No, it won't. XRising Cappy, just for moral support, wants to make sure that his friend's going to get the kill. The revenge that he so desperately needed.
I was testing some dangerous waters too, as his, I believe it's his rage meter was almost back for him to get, courage is what it is, I believe, actually.
Okay.
For him to be getting Skarl back. Very close there, I believe it was at 83. So, definitely something to watch out for sure, but they definitely want to be getting Gangplank those kills. Overall, just, they need him so he can, you know, one-shot the Ahri, you know. At least the Sivir, you know, her spell shield's there, but that can only block, you know, so much, you know?
Absolutely. No, it's only one ability at a time, and I think it's like a 27-second cooldown unless you, like, main it, then it goes down to, like, 12 seconds, I think, over time. It's ridiculously long. I don't like it. But, you know, still, they kind of have, like, a late-game comp going on with both sides. Like what you mentioned here, the O10 power spike coming in from Yasuo at some point. I mean, Yasuo is still Yasuo, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's going to get that double crit. He's going with the Immortal Shield bow first. Yeah.
Was pretty nice. In my opinion, I like seeing Yasuo less and less, you know. 'Cause he is an annoying champ. I'm still depressed about that Sterix nerf, though.
What did it go over?
It gives less shielding now than it used to, and the AD ratio is kind of garbage, in my opinion.
Just not worth building. It's just one of those items now. It's just like, it's just not worth it.
Honestly, it's not that worth building, especially since there's now 2 anti-shield items in the game, you know. It's like, alright, you know, Typically, the AP champs end up picking up a, I'm trying to
Chemtech
think of the name.
Putrefier.
No, that's anti-heal.
Oh.
I can't think of the item at the moment. We saw it built yesterday. It's built with Hextech Alternator and a Blasting Wand.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I honestly can't remember the name for the life of me. We'll probably end up
If we
seeing
do
it.
see it, that is okay, but hold on one second. A nice charm lands on WG, though. They do get another procced off onto the tier 2 mid tower from Shelly, so that's pretty clutch. They take the tier 1. They're doing phenomenal in terms of towers right now. They have, what, 2 towers to 0 overall. You know, though on the side of XRising, they have 2 dragons, so that is something that I must say that they are definitely not lacking thereof. You know, picking up the Infernal and the Ocean is huge, and it is going to be a Cloud Soul this game for game number 1. So, unfortunately, the RNG gods were not with us. They couldn't give us a Hextech for some unknown reason.
Yeah, Hextech being just absurdly good. You know, you get that static shiv, slow, everything, just overall, very good utility. We actually see a Warden's Mail picked up on Gangplank. He picked that up a little bit ago. Surprising pick. Somewhat surprising, I guess. It is good against Kled. It did help him in that last fight there where Lysandra was there. It kept him alive, but he's definitely sacrificing that scaling, you know, trying to scale faster for that survivability. He actually just picked up Essence Reaver too now, so...
True, and Constellation trying to be more of a menace here before this dragon pops up in the next couple of seconds. So let's see if they're able to get one over them. But I mean, Rezi's only level 7 though. He is not very tanky at all for a support player. And here it goes. Very nice engage onto some Shoddy. No follow-up though from the rest of his team. Rezi in the middle of all the action. Unfortunately, they're trying to do what they can. And blue team does pick up the dragon. Very nice focus there from Constellation to at least secure the dragon, but they are losing so many members right now. That's gonna be 1 for 1. There goes Pyro. Very nice kiting. Oh, WG gets pulled, unfortunately. Nice turnaround actually from the side of Ventures. Excellent. They are on the run right now. XRis Cappy is underneath his tower. There goes the quadra kill from Pyro. That's unreal. Let's see if they can donate the Penta.
Oh my gosh!
Picked up by Pyro. That's insane. The luxury, the Dwayne Wade assist given from Slim Shoddy. That was absolutely phenomenal. Great focus from the side of Ventures. And let's go ahead and take a look at that replay because that was unreal, Noble.
That
Let's
was
look at that again.
exciting.
Oh, hold on one second.
Oh my
This
God,
is from one of the
yesterday's
games
replay here.
yesterday. I'll go over this if you really want me to, but this is a very bad fight for the side of Donkey Punch. I'm sorry, Relinquish Renegades really took it. Very nice pushback from Rylionn Soul. And that is okay. So unfortunately, a little bit of technical difficulties, but still, insane pentakill picked up from Pyro. That was phenomenal work from the side of Ventures. I mean, they are playing their hearts out. They definitely want to try to lock in. This game is it, Noble. This game is it, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is for playoffs or nothing.
Oh yeah, no. And we've just seen like so many good plays here. Everything just like, and even the gifting of the pentakill, that was just executed perfectly.
Oh god,
you know, Kled was able to get the pull, survive the tower with Skarl, and gift Ari that last kill. Man, Ari just being so mobile and strong now with her reworked Spirit Rush, just insanely good. And it was very nice to see. We actually have a even shroud here.
Oh, hold on one second. Rezi doing a nice engage onto Cappy. He's gonna stop the pull, but not in time. Or the dash, I mean. Tries to Gale Force forward, but doesn't hit anything, unfortunately. And Heideka just 1v1ing Slim Shoddy is not the answer. We've seen this dance before, and we know exactly how it's probably gonna end. But in the wings, though, we do have Loople and WG for a little bit of support. He does have charge available, so he can escape if need be. The flash comes in through Loople. Does have Hex Flash available, though, so that's okay. But still, that's pretty big. Flash for nothing. And Kled just walks away. Or some Shoddy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely a safe champ up in the top lane there with Kled. I don't think he would have been able to get killed there. He definitely had the ability to get away if he wanted to. if he did manage to get caught out somehow. Luckily, he was just mobile enough that he could just dash and walk away.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to be seeing some focus here once this next drag comes up. I believe it's like 1 minute and 40 seconds. I don't have the
it's Cloud.
icon on my screen, so I'm not quite sure.
It's Cloud Soul.
Alright, yeah, so we're getting there. But we're definitely going to want to see the Shiv start picking up those drags to get that scaling in, because she for sure needs to be getting their passive stacks up with the dragon passive, so...
I mean, this is... And Techi only has, like, 1 kill right now. You know, he finally was able to finish his Immortal Shield Bow. So he is now he has the ability to start stacking the crit. This is where he's going to start to get strong. So I definitely think these team fights are going to be a little bit trickier now as time moves forward with the more crit that Techi gets. But they're just not playing together as like a 5-man squad. They're just getting picked off before these very super important team fights. Hold on 1 second. Constellation diving underneath tower, taking all the tower aggro. He is going to fall. Unfortunately, Lupul picks up the kill. That is really unfortunate here. And yes, that is going to be XR's cap. He's going to get locked down, and a double kill picked up by Parcel. Insane. There goes the Spirit Rush to try to lock down. The nice flash to dodge the charm there. And yeah, they do get 2 for 1 overall. Constellation with a little bit, I think, of the early trigger figure on that dive, but still 1 for 2, and they get a tower. That's not too bad overall. You know, picked up from the side of Ventures. So great job.
Oh yeah, very good CC chain too, set up by the Alistar and the Lissandra. You know, Shyvana was ready to use her dragon form, but she couldn't get it off because of all the CC.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. I still think it was like, you know, all you had to do was just wait a couple more moments. I mean, and then you would have the rest of your team as your support there. But hold on 1 second. Slim Shotty unfortunately getting caught out, thinking it was a 1v1. Little did they know it was a 1v3, and WG picks up the kill. Very nice, and they are going to go probably take Baron? No, never mind. Nope,
No, they are
going
to go try to contest this Cloud Soul, hopefully. Or not Soul, sorry, just a drag. Definitely, gonna be worrying here though, as the Shyvana was already set up with some good kills. You know, she has the assists, and now all she needs is those resistance stacks from gathering the drags. So overall, something to look out for. Oh, there we go. And I remembered the name when I saw the item. Shadow Flame was
That's
the
what I thought you were gonna say, because I was
item.
just like, nah, never mind. Okay, Shadow Flame. Got you. Well, I can definitely see that one being played here. I mean, who would it be best on, though? I mean, obviously, Lissandra.
Oh, we
or
see it here
Ahri.
on the Ahri.
Ahri. Oh, yeah, never mind. She already has it.
But overall, it's a very good item. Honestly, I don't think Shield Bow or Sterix is just that good anymore because of all the anti-shield as well as
Oh, wow. There goes Lupul. Hold on 1 moment. Waiting in the bushes. I love these bush strats here, but they are not tanky enough to go in and start fighting these. I mean, Lupul has the 60% reduced damage there with this ultimate. There goes the depth charge onto the back line. Airborne goes Techi, though. And oh, the dragon form's going to be popped in from Constellation to take down Lupul into the back line. Heideka now joins the fight along with WG. Constellation forced to flash out of there. Techi's now the main focus. Slim Shotty doing what he can. Skull's almost back. Can he do it? Great kiting comes in from Slim Shotty. There goes the second version, or second person down. I'm sorry. XRis Cappy now next on the list. WG barely gets away. Can he make it out? There goes the smite to slow him down just for a moment, but no, he dashes forward, and there goes the trap. That's 4 members for 0 picked up. That is in Venture's favor, and they are probably looking to make the end here for game number 1.
They're definitely going to grab an inhib. Actually, they might end up getting 2 if Ahri can get that bot wave shoved out fast enough. But it definitely leaves them open up here to go grab a Baron if they need to.
With the Hex Flash just to get out safely. I love it. I don't know if they should stay here, though. Okay, they're going to keep on sticking around just in case they really want this tower. The rest of XRising is up, though. WG's soon to follow suit. No, they are going to go ahead and finally back up and just keep on poking while they do it. They're doing a great job. I mean, this is the Ventures that I was hoping to prove me wrong, 1,000,000%. And hold on, Slim Shotty. He's going to do some BM here. low health, running through their own jungle, steals the blue buff. I mean, it's no more of a slap in the face than that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, come on.
yeah. Especially, take a look at the farm difference here in the jungle. I mean, farm isn't everything when you're jungler. You know, you need the objectives, you need the ganks. But here we see just Sejuani being denied her lower bot side farm, as we've seen their blue buff get taken three to four times this game already. And just denying her that farm, preventing her from getting extra tanky, you know. She doesn't have the blue buff. She doesn't necessarily need it, but, you know, she can always gift it to her Lissandra, for instance.
That is true. That is very true. And I mean, I know it really doesn't matter for XRising in terms of like the overall winner of the series because they have playoffs locked in, whether they get 2-0'd or 0-2'd or anything. But once again, this is everything for Ventures. This really either cements them in playoffs. They have to 2-0 to definitely lock in, or 2-1 to maybe lock in, because there's a bunch of other stats followed up behind that. And they did try to start, Ventures tried to start the Baron here, but they are going to get caught out. They're going to get spooked a little bit. I mean, I know that they're ahead by a lot, but this could change in the blink of an eye. They have the Infinity Edge now on to Techi, doing a great job on the farming. You were mentioning how good jungle farm is, but look how great Techi is on the farm. 227. 1 and 6, but
very
you would
nice,
not be able to
especially
tell.
against that Sivir, you know. As long as the Yasuo maintains his farm, he will be able to scale. He doesn't always need to pick up the kills. It's still surprising to see how much of a CS lead he has over the counterpart there with the Sivir.
Right?
You know, the Yasuo being 1-6 and having 234 farm, and the Sivir only have 172.
Right.
You know, I mean, kills give you they give you a good amount of gold, but Yasuo is staying even on item builds. He already has an IE, which is much more expensive than an Essence Reaver, I believe by like 500 or 600 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we already see the pickaxe built on him too.
Oh no, Cappy though. Okay, good. He is able to go ahead and get out of there, but the rest of Ventures was very, very close behind if he did decide to stick around.
Jungle just getting cleared out again too, like the denial of the Gromp. You know, I think that's like 126 gold. You know,
yeah,
this constant just being taken from the Sej.
It's the little things that add up, and this is their third Cloud Drake. That is kind of big. I mean, Shyvana also really thrives on getting these dragons, and she's really good at doing it too. And Constellation, I know he gave up the first 2 dragons, but that's all right. Being able to get a Cloud Soul, they're going to have a lot of movement speed. They're going to have a lot of slow resist as well. So the Lissandra and the Sej, they're going to be a little bit less effective if they're able to lock down this not this Infernal Soul, this Cloud Soul. It's kind of important, especially in this matchup that they're in right now.
Well, yeah, especially.
Parcel? Yeah, you saw that? Like, yeah, Parcel used it for right before Baron. I don't know if that's the best. And they're just gonna back off.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think it was just an accidental click here. Definitely, it's something to look out for, especially since you know you get Gale Force to have that gap closure or for that emergency escape. Looks like we might see the GP try to clear out bot wave, go grab a Mortal Reminder here. Interesting build to say the least. I know one of my friends plays a lot of GP, and I don't know about that build. I haven't seen that yet, so we'll definitely have to wait and see. Still, just postponing that scaling with all these extra components. You know, not picking up a LDR, not picking up the Prowler's Claw.
Absolutely. I think LDR is very, very important here for both teams, definitely. So I expect Yasuo to pick it up at some point, I hope, because the Kled, the Shyvana, and the Nautilus, not right now, but will be very, very tanky at a certain point in the game. And they're versing an Alistar, one of the tankiest members. Here comes the charge, is going to land onto Heideka, the nice flash, and the teleport's going to come in here through Cappy as well.
Oh, that was great use of baiting there by the Kled as he was able to waste a Lissandra teleport. You know, Unleash teleport does doesn't take as long to
I
come
don't
up as
know.
old
Here comes
GP.
WG though. He has the potential. We've seen the Clisby steal before. There goes the Glacial Prison. It's gonna land, but they're gonna focus immediately. Oh, the Clisby steal comes through. WG picks it up. That's amazing. But they do turn it around. That is great. Oh my God, Ventures 2 members down. I'm sorry, 2 potential members. There's the second one. Gangplank does fall. They do focus down. Unfortunately, Parcel falls as well, and Lupul takes down Ari. Slim Shotty though in the back line is gonna go ahead and take down or try to take down here
Won't be able to take this out.
the inhibitor. No, he does not. 4 members of Ventures falls with the Clisby steal comes through. Let us see the replay real quick of WG's steal there on Baron. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. There's the teleport that we saw, right? Go ahead, Noble.
Just some great team communication here. The Kled thinking that he got everyone away from the Baron, and they were like, wait, we don't see the entire rest of blue team here, so let's go take a scout. They see they're on Baron. Just amazing Glacial Prison here from the Sej, as well as the steal with the Smite. And overall, the Yasuo coming in to clean it up. The Shyvana not able to get her flash off properly, wasn't able to escape. And the Alistar just blowing up the Ari here, you know. Insane plays, to say the least. Very good way to turn that fight, grab that Baron, and possibly turn the tides of the game here.
Yeah.
As GP now has his Prowler's Claw that we've been waiting for. He sold that Warden's Mail. So, yep, it definitely is looking a bit more dangerous here. We actually see the Sterix gauge here on the Kled. Definitely would have opted in for some other item. You know, he does have Gore Drinker, so Spirit Massage is always a good item. Any health item. I mean, even a Gargoyle Stone Plate, just overall very nice, especially if you have that conditioning from the Resolve tree, which he does not have. He opted in for Bone Plating and is it Unflinching, I believe is the other rune he opted
Yeah,
in
the
for.
tenacity, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the fist. Yeah, that's unflinching, correct?
So we're
But-
definitely going to be looking out for that. Surprising build here on the Nautilus. I mean, it is working out for him so far. I was thinking yesterday, and I'm not too sure if I brought this up, I haven't seen an even shroud in forever.
Oh, hold on 1 second. WG and Lupul, though, are going to do a nice engage, but the rest of Ventures is there. Lupul does have the ultimate, which is pop, but they have so much damage, even with that 60% damage reduction. Does try to headbutt them out of there, but no. Down they go. Pyro is going to go ahead. Nice charm landing onto WG. Oh, beautiful wind wall as well is going to go ahead and stop them, but WG does fall. Techi is about to fall as well. Constellation is not letting him down. They know that they have the Baron, but it's not enough. That is just 3 members down. 3 Barons just completely deleted. Gangplank didn't have his. Heideca doesn't have theirs anymore. And I don't know what they're doing. They just completely threw the lead that they had. Yeah, let's see. Cappy, though, onto the top lane with Shoddy and Heideca.
He doesn't have his
No, he's
ultimate
too
up, so
mobile.
they could run him down quite possibly if he does make a misplay here. It looks like he's going to try and stop their packs.
Oh.
Might have been a mistake.
Shoddy playing with fire. Yeah, he knows he has the out of combat movement speed right now and the slow resist. Here comes Heideca's ultimate as well, Cannon Barrage, just to try to do something. But they do tear through the bot lane tower, and that's all Lupul wanted to do at the very least. And I'm sorry, not Lupul. That's all Parcel and Constellation. I'm sorry, Ventures is the one that's pushing here. They are just freely moving about the base that like it's absolutely nothing. I don't know why I thought they were on the other side for some odd reason. Nice charm lands on the Techi. Yep. And this is the beginning of the end right here. 2 members down. Slim Shotty just holding Heideca up into top lane. The Prowler's Call is going to get popped with the extra damage. There goes the barrels, but no, I think it's just too late. And since the Cannon Barrage was already used, oh, but some serious damage being popped in. Nice Hourglass used by Constellation as well to survive just a little bit longer. WG does end up taking down Rezi, but no, it is not going to be enough. The charm lands through on to Heideca from Pyro. Parcel holding on with just a sliver. And there comes Lupul coming from the afterlife as well, just getting them out of his base just to survive a little bit longer. 30 to 15. Do they have enough, you think, in the tank to even overcome this deficit that they're at?
This deficit, definitely a large gap popping up here. Definitely going to want to finish off those items here on the GP, you know. definitely want to grab that Mortal Reminder, get that crit percentage in, because right now, if he doesn't have a high crit percent chance, then his barrels might not crit. And, you know, you need the barrel crits from, on the side of Gangplank, you know, because that's where all of his damage is from, is getting the parley off, connecting the barrels, you know. Every barrel that chain reaction from the barrel, I believe, increases the damage, as well as the barrels. Their base explosive damage does already have a bit of armor penetration here. Yep, GP grabbing that collector for the lethality and the crit. So we might see a Mortal Reminder to finish out, or maybe even an Infinity Edge, both being very useful items here. Mortal for the crit and the anti-heal, as well as the movement speed given. Infinity Edge overall, very good item.
Oh, there goes the drugs line. That's going to go ahead and land a nice charm to follow up on the WG, who's forced to go ahead and dash through the wall there. And the Spirit Rusher as well, but the Cannon Barrage is going to take down Pyro into the back line. Huge shutdown. There goes the Dragon Form onto the back. Hideka trying to fight for his life. Luke will try to protect as well. There goes the Hourglass just to keep him around a little bit longer. There goes the Tomb coming in from Cappy, but no, that is 4 members down for the side of XRising, and this is it. Cappy pops the Hourglass just to give up the triple kill, though, onto Parcel, and that is going to be the final nail in the coffin, and that will be Ventures. Game number 1 takes it over XRising. Wow, you were the only person to believe in them, too.
Game. Yeah, man.
Great job. Great job from Ventures, just persevering, not even persevering, just showing up and absolutely dominating, literally from the get-go.
Definitely churning it around, too, as, you know, XRising securing those early drags. They had 2 drags in a row, and it just collapsed under them. They had that great Baron steal, but they could not get a single drag in after the fact. And, you know, it was quite interesting to say the least here. The fact that they lost their domination. Ooh, I got 12,000 points, looking very nice. But overall, yeah, GP wasn't able to get in all that damage too fast just yet. But it was a very close game after a certain degree, you know. It was placement. I'll say that. There was a lot of spots where certain people should be allowed to be.
Yeah,
And,
it was really
that's what
good.
needed to be happening.
That's true. Ventures did a phenomenal job just in general overall, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to take it to a short little intermission while we get set up for game number 2, though. Do not go anywhere. It is XRising Esports versus Team Ventures. Ventures leads the series right now 1-0. This is for their playoff contention. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? breaking through. Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through?
Right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me today is Noble. And then, of course, on production, we have Wookie Monster back there doing all the great visual effects. Thank you to both of you for being here tonight. Greatly appreciate you all. But game number one, Noble, that was a really good game by
That was
Ventures.
really good, yeah.
Amazing game. I mean, just overall, the synergy that they had as a team from the invade to taking down the Nexus from beginning to end, they just played so well as a team. Great communication, great roams and ganking from Constellation, picking up 3 kills in the very beginning, the first 3 kills of the game, and then just taking that lead and just extending it. Like you said, what were they ahead by, like 70 farm at one point? I mean, and that's the biggest part of the jungle's role right there, is to farm. And of course, Slim Shotty holding it down in the top lane. Pyro with some pretty clutch charms. I mean, it's just phenomenal gameplay all the way around. But
Oh yeah, everything was just executed very well, getting those drags in, securing those objectives. We did see a great steal on the Baron, and
oh
what did you
yeah,
call that steal? I remember we
the
labeled it for
Clisby
the
steal.
Clisby steal, yeah. Very nice, beautiful overall. Definitely enjoyed seeing it, to say the least.
Loved it. It was amazing. Great timing, great patience. But let's go ahead. Let's dive into draft number 2 here. Once again, XRisings, they actually switch sides. So XRisings will be on blue. Ventures will be on red. We have the same bans from last time. So the Jinx ban coming out from Ventures. Darius is the first one coming out from XRising. And that's exactly the way that we started last time. It was
Oh, yeah.
Jinx on the side of Ventures and then Darius on the side of XRising. Obviously swapped. Now following up with Fiora again. So it looks like they're still focusing Slim, but maybe we'll see a Kled ban this time, because they did, I'm sorry, phenomenal on top lane with Kled. So maybe they're just one of those players that's like, okay, you can't ban me out. My arsenal's too wide. You get 5 bans, and you definitely don't want to use them all on me, because then the rest of my team will just destroy you. So they got to be careful. And this time they opted in actually for the Ahri.
ban. Wow.
So Cappy was like, okay, Pyro, being a little bit of a menace there. Maybe too much poke, maybe too much utility with the charms. Who knows? But they definitely did not like that. So out they go. And then Shyvana is going to be the last one. Very focused here from the side of Ventures. I mean, that's who they had last time. But since this time they're not on blue, they don't want to give up the Shyvana, which I kind of respect. So it's like, if
yeah,
we
that's
can have it
definitely
first, you can.
understandable.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see a Darius this game. As you can see, my background, like a Darius or a Shen. Of
Right.
course, Darius very big against Shen. Overall, you just gotta survive his initial early game, because Shen is very strong. But so is Darius, especially after his recent buff. I'm loving it. You know, they increased the scaling damage of his ultimate. Loving that. So definitely can see why they wanted Darius to be out of here. Fiora also overall just great splitter, tank, killer. With those vitals you hit, the true damage, the healing, the movement speed, just overall insane counterplays from her parry as well. And it looks like we actually are in lock-in phase here. And we see the Nautilus once again here on XRising, as well as we see the Alistar and Sivir once again here on the Ventures. And this time XRising opting in here for the Trundle. Very good pick overall. Very good counters to going anyone who gets any more like tankiness. You know, they build health, magic resist, armor. Trundle just is like, give that to me. And he takes it, reducing all of those on the enemy champion and making them actually take 8% max health damage overall. But it was like very strong.
The Samira now being picked up as the ADC. So we have the bot lane combo, Nautilus Samira versus Sivir Alistar. And actually, Ventures had Nautilus last game, so it was the Sivir Nautilus last game. And then it was Alistar Yasuo for XRising. So they actually swapped supports there. And now they opted in to go, instead of Yasuo, an actual ADC this time. So Samira. And I think that's going to be a phenomenal combo. And like you mentioned, Trundle. I think Trundle's a great pick because Alistar is such a super tank, you know, later on in the game. Trundle's going to get amazing stats, and I think he can...
yeah, for sure.
Only
I actually like the Vi pick here, too. I'm wondering, since Divine Sunder did get clapped in one of the more recent patches, you know, overall, less good of an item, will we still see the Divine Sunder, or will we end up seeing, like, a Triforce, you know, good combination? Or even an Eclipse like we used to see. I personally always loved seeing an Eclipse on Vi. Every time I saw it on Vi, the Vi was just phenomenal. You know, like 23 kills. And it was like, that is strong because of her passive shield, I believe. Yep. I believe she gets a shield from her passive. As well as she'll get a shield from Eclipse. So just a crazy amount of shield. Definitely going to be wanting to see a Serpent's Fang this game if they have an Assassin on the side of XRising, and if not, then we'll probably end up seeing a Shadow Flame if they get a good mage going. And actually here we got the final lock-ins coming in here. Cassiopeia, scary champ, man. I hate it. I hate it so much. But very good utility, especially against the Samira, the Nautilus. You know, they can't use their dashes. I'm not too sure if Samira's even able to use her ultimate while grounded, so...
I don't think she can. So I think, like, Cassiopeia suppresses, like, all of that. I don't think so that she could do anything of the sorts. A really good pick, I think that would come. Okay, they're going to go with Vladimir. I was going to say Veigar, but Vladimir works Can he... I don't think he can pull, though. Can he pull inside of her...
I believe so, since it doesn't have to do with a lot of movement. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, he can pull. Okay, so yeah, never mind. He can pull. So he's one of the few that can escape something from Cassiopeia, at least, because, like you said, a lot of the other stuff is a suppression. And we actually have a Garen pick from Heideka here on the side of XRising. So shout out to all my Garen players out there. Wesley, I know you'll love this one when you see the replay. He is a Garen main. He loves that guy. So Heideka representing all Garens. This is the first time I think we've ever been seen Garen. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
This season, I don't recall seeing a Garen. Ooh, but we do have a very good counter for the Garen as we see a Kale. You know, once Kale grabs that 6-man overall, just that scaling just starts hitting in, and Garen won't appreciate it that much. Definitely can see why they banned the Darius, as you know, Darius, very big Garen counter here. I don't know if they expected a Kale or not. I personally hate Kale. She's stupid. But, you know, any scaler's kind of annoying in my opinion.
Understandable.
But we're definitely going to be seeing the strengths here. The weakness of Kale early game, as well as just overall very late game comp here. We could see the Kale, we see the Vlad, we see the Sivir, and we see the Samira here. So, and the Cassiopeia. So I'm still gonna favor Ventures, as they do have a very good late to mid game comp. But
Okay.
XRising coming in, having some good, really good actually late game champs, as well as just overall they have a better early game, I'd say. Now the Vi very strong early, but if Trundle does opt in for a lethal tempo, he is going to be horrifying, especially if he picks up Triforce, Bork. You know, just overall scary champion, man.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a definite banger of a game, and I would have to agree with you. I do like Ventures a little bit more in this comp overall because I don't expect Garen to be tanky. I expect him to be damaged. So he's gonna go
Oh, yeah.
Conqueror. He's gonna try to get as much early game pressure as he possibly can. But like you said, come level 6, Kale is just a completely different monster on the
Well,
Rift.
even a Tank Garen isn't that bad either. You know, you get a Sunfire on him and you get a Sorelda's. He still does crazy amounts of damage.
That's true.
I've even seen, you know, Divine Sunder on him, not being as good anymore.
Mhm.
But you just have even Prowler's Claw. I think it was Prowler's Claw. It might have been Eclipse. One of those two items I've seen on Garen, and then he built full tank afterward, and he still shredded through people because of the armor reduction that is applied from his E, and he's just able to insta-proc conk stacks from his E as well. And he has a really good kit for getting away and survivability, especially with that execute. You know, he has good overall laning phase. But against the Kale, once it hits 6, it's going to be Kale favored, I'd say. So they're definitely going to
100%.
be seeing some fixation with the jungles up top.
Oh yeah, I mean Constellation also did a fantastic job of ganking last time. They had the Shyvana. Now they have an even better ganker in my opinion. I think Vi has a better ganking potential and better lane impact early game
Oh, yeah.
than Shyvana does because she has the CC, kind of the knockback from her Q. But another thing that Ventures has going for them is that they want this so much more than XRising. XRising, if they don't win at all, if they win 0 games, 0-2, they're still going to be in 4th place. Because then Ventures, no, I'm sorry, 3rd place. Because Ventures, let me double check that. Ventures would move up to 15 points. XRising would stay at 15 points. Stupid Team Diff would only have 14 points, so they would fall out. Yeah, so it'd be XRising or Ventures would be 3rd or 4th. Eggplant and Across the Map, which are playing congruently, I believe, today, right now. So we'll see what the outcome of that is, but I personally think that'll be a 2-0 Across the Map. I love you, Eggplant. If you can 2-1, all the better to you, but I think Across the Map's going to win. So Eggplant's already locked in 2nd place. So we shall see. But I don't know. Overall, you said it was going to be Ventures because you just like their team comp. You're going with them, definitely?
I'm going to throw 1,000 points on them out of the 12,000 that I did get from the last round. So
Yeah, you just keep rubbing it in everyone's face. You believed in Ventures. You're the only one to believe in Ventures, which is true. You put your money where your mouth is. But let's hear what you guys think. Predictions are live, so drop your channel points there. Who's going to win game number 2 in this best of 3 series? Right now, Ventures is up 1-0. XRising on blue, Ventures on red. But we are going to cut it to a small little break while we get prepared for game number 3 here. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, hello, all of you
Welcome to
wonderful,
Summer's
wonderful
Rift.
people. It is your boy Rylionn and Noble here, bringing it out with the color casting, and then of course we have Wookie Monster on the host. Shout out to you.
30 seconds
And now we
until
have
minions
once again
spawn.
we switched sides. So XRising Esports will be on blue, Ventures will be on red, and right now Ventures leads the series 1-0, hoping to go ahead and get a 2-0 so that way they can absolutely secure their spot for playoffs. And if this gets to a game 3, they might get a playoff spot. So a lot is riding on this one game. They want nothing more than the 2-0 XRising right now. And XRising,
Minions have
whether they win or
spawned.
lose, they are going to make it into playoffs. So it's kind of up to them whether or not they allow Ventures or not.
Does them winning this game give them a higher seat in the playoffs?
Who, XRising?
Yes.
Let me double check. I would have to see well, it really depends also on Eggplant and Across the Maps match, because if XRising wins this 2-1, right, because they lost game 1 already, that would put them at 17 points. And if Across the Map 2-0's Eggplant only has 16 points right now, so that would then switch them. But if for some odd reason Eggplants does win, 1, that'll put them at 17, or if they 2-1 or 2-0, which once again I don't think,
Ken's
then
taking a poor
they
trade
can go ahead and
there.
move back. Oh, Heideka, I know you wanted to get a little bit of early damage, but you only have a Q, my friend. Taking some serious damage by Slim
Yeah,
there.
no. Garen getting his good damage out from his
Oh
E.
no.
Garen taking a horrible back as well. I would
Oh,
have not
no.
suggested that at all. Very poor choice here in my opinion. You need that early XP in top lane, and taking that back, he opted in for a Doron shield. Has he not played Garen before? That's my question to him, as Garen's passive is like an incredible amount of healing. You have like let me look at his runes too. Does he have second wind? No, he does not have second wind, but he has Doron shield as well as
My.
Garen's passive.
Okay,
and
but hold
he's
on.
just opting in to take these
Yeah,
bad
he-
trades. Sure, he's gonna get good damage off on the Kale, but
That's true.
he's gonna take a lot of wave damage, and Kale does have those corrupting pots. So not only is Garen down in that CS, he's also down in that XP, which is very important and key to the top lane, as already a favored matchup for the Kale. Once she does hit level 6, it's going to give the Vi prio here for the Scuttle Crab as well, as Kale and Cassio both have roaming capacity, as the waves are shoved in both mid and top. Trundle in the jungle.
Okay, Heideko though, trying to do something with these Conqueror stacks, and it is able to provide a little bit. The Garen passive comes in clutch, even though they don't have Revitalize or they don't have Second Wind, they do have the passive healing at least, so that is one thing going for Garen at the moment. Heideka does come back in farm. He was down by quite a bit. Now he's tied it back up, so great job coming back in that regards, but the experience still that he had missed in the beginning is going to give that slight lead to Slim overall.
Oh yeah.
If
He
they
will
finish
end
out,
up catching up, since Kale has opted to not TP in, since the wave is going to continue. to be Garen favored. She will just walk back to lane with boots. Surprising, in my opinion, to go with boots. And then again, it isn't, because, you know, it is a Garen. You have to get away from his E.
Yep.
Just Garen overall, that's his main set of damage, you know, is from his judgment. And him just spinning at you like that, like he is right now to the wave, is just scary damage, to say the least.
Yeah. And everywhere else has been pretty calm, though, across the map. I mean, we do see Techi with a slight lead in farm over Parcel. We did see that a little bit, though, from last game when he was on Yasuo. So not too surprised at that at the moment. But still, doing a great job on Sivir, though. She's doing the poking, does exactly what she needs to do. Cappy getting poked down pretty badly by Pyro in lane, getting bullied out. That's kind of what Cassiopeia's do, but since Cappy doesn't have to worry about mana, though, you know, they do have to sustain a little bit more than Cassiopeia does in lane. WG, maybe potential first gank of the game. Let's see here. The ward is on the other side, so he does. And he did have the sweeping lens as well, so he knows for a fact that there's nothing in there. But no, he's not going to waste any more time. Moves on over to his Raptors and potentially fight in another minute. So we'll see. Yeah, pretty slow start compared to the last game. We had first blood at 50 seconds.
Very good invade last game, you know, getting the Shyvana that lead. Very good charm last game as well from the Ahri. We are going to see some nice damage here from the Garen. Kill, definitely not wanting to go back in, but opting into anyways, even though Garen is at full conk stacks, you know. Next time, ooh, actually Garen opting in for the boots of swiftness. I do really like that, as I don't see swiftness boots on too many people, you know. A lot of people don't like building it, and I don't know why. Especially, Garen doesn't particularly need them. We'll see a good dive
with the ignite,
here.
and then the Demacian Justice hitting level 6 just slightly before Kale. Kale still doesn't even have it, Slim Shotty, and Heideka taking full advantage of that and getting the first blood. Very nice moves.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Flash forward from Lupul, but the spell shield, though, to get him off. There goes the headbutt to push him a little bit further into the lane there. Nice gank from Constellation. Parcel picks up the kill. Flash forward, and the other kill picked up by Constellation. Very nice. Parcel and Constellation both picking up a kill. There goes Pyro, forced to use the ultimate, but to no avail. WG and XRis Cappy take down Pyro. And just like that, 2 for 2. We had no kills, now we have 4 kills. And we're going to see XRising picking up... Oh, I'm sorry, not XRising. Ventures here picking up drag number 1, which is the Mountain Drake. So pretty important, especially for the Alistar here.
Quite unfortunate. The Cassio must have clicked R too early or messed up her cursor placement as she ulted the wrong way. Definitely costing her life in the mid lane. Getting the Vlad, those Dark Seal stacks, not something you're going to want to see. Yep. Vlad is opting in for the Hex Tech Proto Belt this game. I believe is what it is. It might be something different here than Pro Belt. I'm not too sure if it's Rocket Belt or Pro Belt now. So, we'll have to see.
1 second. WG, nice gank onto the mid lane here, but a lot of poke on the Cappy, so I don't think that he's going to be any help whatsoever. Pyro, though, gets WG very low, but it doesn't matter. XRis Cappy flashes in and takes down Pyro. Amazing work. And here we go again. Heideka doing a lot of damage. These Conqueror stacks are starting to add up, and they do have the beginning part of the Gore Drinker as well, the Iron Spike Whip. But now that Slim Shotty is level 6 with Kale, it is going to be a different game with that range aspect now. So Heideka has to play a little bit safer than traditional.
My apologies there for interrupting part of the fight. My directed cam had actually not directed me to anything. So I was stuck staring at someone's tower. But, yeah.
Happens to me all the time. But yeah, I don't think these fights are going to go in Heideka's favor any longer unless WG is there. There is no ward, Slim Shotty. Okay, there goes the turf, and the pillar is going to land as well as the cone, I should say. Ooh, misses the Q, unfortunately. WG still on the hunt, has red buff. Constellation's on the wings, though, but that is so much damage from the Conqueror Garen along with WG. That was amazing. The Subjugate also just locking in the stats as well for Trundle. And then, yeah, let's see. Constellation there now into the tri-bush. WG still has a little bit of effects coming in from Subjugate. And there goes the pillar to knock him down. Heideka just in case with the Demacian Justice to take him down 3-0. Goes on over to XRising. They are now leading the charge 5-2 in this game 2 of best of 3 series.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be worried here in the top lane now for the Kale.
Oh, hold on 1 second though. Rezi not giving us a moment here just to talk about anything that's going on elsewhere. Techi's not focusing on the Rezi, but he's getting super low. There goes the ultimate, but no follow-up from Lupo. Unfortunately, has to focus on Parcel. Rezi single-handedly takes down Techi, unfortunately. Oh, that's embarrassing. Rezi just showing up, showing off. And yeah, that's a nice kill going on over to Ventures. Heideka and WG making their way on over to the top lane, though. This is what we can't accomplish bot lane. We will be sure to accomplish top lane here. Repeated ganks coming in from WG. Slim Shotty playing very well, though. Taking it little by little. You know, not overstepping, knowing that they don't have vision up. And now they go toward the tri-bush. There we go.
Actually, I think Garen will be able to afford Stride Breaker here with this pack.
Yeah, it's ooh, let's see. Nice pull by Cappy though to stop the engage coming in from Constellation. Oh, and I'm sorry, Slim Shotty just stepping up a little bit too far. The repeated gank from WG again. There goes the ultimate, keeping him invincible for just a little bit. Oh, and the flash as well for safety. So much used to try to get Slim Shotty, but nothing, unfortunately, to come through.
Re-roam here up in the top lane as they try to siege it with a rift. We got Alistar and Vi coming up.
Okay, let's see. They do get a nice amount of gold, though. Nice combo comes in from Rezi onto WG, but WG is not going down without a fight. Constellation and Slim Shotty along with Pyro there in the wings just in case. Heideka trying to zone him out, but he doesn't want to get taken down, but it looks like he has no choice. Great ultimate comes in from Constellation, and the other kill being picked up by Slim Shotty. 5-5 now. They have closed the gap lead, and now that Rezi was roaming across the map. Great engage from Lupul and Techi onto the bot lane on a parcel, but no. She gets away by popping on the hunt. All right, let's see if they can get out. Ooh, the Judge Line not going to land, unfortunately. Still has the depth charge available, though, at his disposal, but I believe that the spell shield is back up already, so doesn't want to waste it. Dragon, which is going to be Infernal, the second one of the game, is up in 30 seconds here. Cappy getting taken down quite heavily. The pool's going to be popped as well. The ultimate's still available. Does use it. Pyro getting real low. Is it going to be enough? No. Cappy gets the kill off on the Pyro. Great trade. Turnaround 3-0. He extends his lead out. And the roams are nice from Pyro, but giving Cappy the ability to maintain farm, now has 6 stacks onto the Darksail. This is looking a little bit worse and worse as time moves forward here from the side of Panther. Oh, but hold on 1 second. Rezi is on the hunt of his own. He's going to try to take down Techi once again single-handedly. The ultimate is going to get popped. The Unbreakable Will stops the damage from coming in. Techi forced to back level 7 on both Techi and Lupul. And they're just no match for just Rezi by himself. That's insane. Like, they're playing absolutely broken right now on the side of Ventures in the bot lane. Like, Rezi and Parcel just showing up definitely. 1-0 and 4 has 100% kill participation onto Rezi. 1-0 and 2 onto Parcel there. You know, Slim's not doing too bad, but WG needs to focus some attention towards Techi and Lupul here, and Heideka engaging onto Slim, but Slim's just going to back off.
Slim's going to have to start being a bit careful here with these trades. You know, Garen has those swiftness, so the Qs from Kale, I don't quite remember what the ability is called. I believe it's Radiant Blast, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh, hold on 1 second. The flash forward from Heideka to stop Pyro in their tracks. The silence too clutch. Oh, sidesteps the Q engage from Constellation. Great moves from Heideka. That is the, what do you guys call it? Reflex test? Something like that. I don't remember what the higher elo calls it, but reaction check. Thank you very much. And a great reaction comes through from Heideka there. Good sidestep. And just lives to fight another day. But Slim Shotty taking advantage of the chaos and is going to try to poke down a little bit of these plates before time runs out here.
Yeah, Kale definitely going to be having to watch out here now as Garen has the swiftness and the stride breaker. Actually, we're looking close to a dive in the top lane, but it looks like they're going to choose not to as Alistar's coming in. But yeah, Garen with swiftness and stride breaker, all of that movement speed, plus the anti-slow, along with Garen's Q already, you know, removing any slows that are applied on him, is going to give him the ability to stay on the Kale and just get that judgment damage in.
Hydica, though,
right
taking advantage
here.
of the miscue, though. But here comes Constellation from the wings. There goes a nice ultimate from
Nice.
Slim just to bait him long enough, and he does pick up the kill. Great gank coming in from Constellation. This is what they needed here. Lupul, though, getting engaged on by Rezi. They are going to go ahead. Nice knock up onto Parcel, though. The special not going to land just in time. Great headbutt underneath tower and stops Tenchi from the ultimate. Oh my god, that was so clutch. They are not done just yet. On the hunt, already been popped, but can they get away? No, Spider-Man's to the wall. Lupul is trying to get out with just a sliver of health. The combo doesn't land. I don't think that he had the mana, unfortunately, and they do get out. Both sides coming out with just a little bit of health, but overall, into Venture's favor here. All right, Constellation and WG, along with Cappy and Pyro, going to be taken out. Constellation is the main focus of WG, the flash forward to try to get it, but no! The bite doesn't come through! Oh, that's insane! There goes the Unstoppable Force double kill there, picked up by Cappy. What a clutch
Very good
ultimate that was.
turnaround
Emo
here.
Plague just popping at the last moment. 5-0-1.
Oh my
Vladimir
goodness.
is huge
15
right now.
Magi stacks here on the Vlad as well. Vlad being extremely strong. Looks like he's going to be going for a Lich Bane, I believe, as well as he has the Lucidity boots. So Vlad going to be very, very scary as the game continues.
God.
The only thing we're going to be looking for here is just, for sure, just securing those drags, man. That's what needs to happen this game.
That was such a great Hemo Plague popped by XRis, and that couldn't have been popped at a clutcher time than that moment, giving him all that health back and everything. And we do have Dragon up in about a minute 15 here, and I know we locked down Scuttle, but at what cost? WG taking some serious damage, but here comes Constellation getting Dredge Line by Lupul. They don't have enough tank, though. He is going to pop over the wall. Great positioning from Parcel, though. Dodges a lot of the abilities here. Techi, though, going all the way in. 4 members from the side of XRising. The ultimate is going to get popped. Doesn't land on anybody, though. Here comes the pool, and the teleport comes in from Slim, though. That is now a 4v4. Cassiopeia is on the backline here. There goes Hydica, though. Unfortunately, they are not able to get away. Down they go. Pyro gets picked off by just Hydica by themselves. It's now a 4v5 situation, and at the same time, Rezi cannot stay. Already did the Unbreakable Will, but no, they are going to allow. Okay, there we go. The spell shield staying just for a half second longer than I thought it was going to, and absorbs the depth charge there. There goes On the Hunt. It's going to get popped. Hydica's going onto the backline here. Does get the silence off. Unfortunately, wrong target. Slim Shady turns around immediately. Had that level 11 extra power spike. I love that, but the Demosthenes Justice falls on the Constellation's head. Rezi is the next one on the plate to go. WG picks that one up, and a great teleport from Pyro to make it back to stop the advancement, but can they stop the dragon? It is another Cloud Soul. Unfortunately, I hate this dragon. It does nothing for me, unfortunately, but they are going to focus it.
Well, what if we see what we saw last game here, the stack of the 4 Cloud Drakes, especially here on the Garen, who has the Stride Breaker and the Swiftness boots. He's going to be zooming around the map, you know. Garen's already fast enough, but he's just going to be so fast. And especially the movement speed you get from the Cloud Soul after the ultimate is popped. Going to be very scary to see, especially on the Vlad. You know, he'll be able to pop his Plague and get out and just move around, get that damage in, especially with that extra movement speed. You know, very good positioning that we could be seeing here.
Absolutely. No, I could not agree more. I mean, XRising had really good positioning in the beginning. Or not XRising, I'm sorry, Ventures. They, you know, Parcel was hiding right behind the little nook there, I guess is a lack of better words, that little space behind the wall, and he was just throwing his boomerang, zoom what he could, but then they got a choke point right as soon as Hydica came in from the top lane. I mean, that was a beautiful flank from Hydica just to lock down Pyro and get the kill, and then ended up turning the team fight later on into their favor. So great job from Hydica. And oh, nice engage from Lupul, though, onto Pyro, and the follow-up from Techi to take down Cassiopeia. And at the same time, Hydica also taking down Slim Shady in the top side. And oh no, the ultimate being popped by both Samir. Oh, and the nice headbutt. Techi is going to go ahead and stop them. The stuns are coming through. Constellation falls. Another ultimate now being popped by Techi. Rezi getting really low. The Unbreakable Well keeping him alive for a little bit longer. Double kill now on over to Techi. Great and very much needed kills picked up by Techi. And an ace goes on over to XRising Esports. They are just commanding game number 2. They don't want to give any hope on over to Ventures to make it into the playoffs at all. They said game number 1, that was good enough. But game number 2 and 3 is ours.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these games, man. This is going quite poorly here for the second game on the side of Ventures, I believe.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And we're definitely going to have to see some turnaround, but it looks like that might not happen this game. I don't believe there is a capability of that much turnaround unless Vlad makes a really big misplay and loses those Magi stacks. Because, you know, 23 Magi stacks, you know, he's already really big, yeah. We got the Kale who's going to be scaling, so obviously she will be down a bit, but the Garen, 7 and 2, already has so many just spin speed with his judgment, so overall very strong.
And fully building the Mortal Reminder here. You don't normally see that on any champion. Normally you just get the Executioner's calling, and then
usually you see it on the Garen though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only exception is Garen. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Constellation just doing nice poke. WG trying to engage Rezi with a good headbutt. There goes the depth charge. Lands onto both Parcel and Constellation. Unfortunately, Rezi trying to save his squad, but it's not going to be for anything. Loophole going onto the backline. Techi, nice! Oh, wind wall, but to no avail. The shutdown goes on over to Constellation. Does get taken down by Heideka as well. And there's the kill that we were waiting to see. The flash forward takes it down with the last strike there. And here comes Cappy onto the wings. Hemoplague is going to get popped. There goes the Spirit. The shield just in case to block it, but no, Slim Shotty's the last member left. There goes the Hemoplague, and a double kill picked up 9, 0, and 3, completing the Magi stacks with 25, and that's 4 members down from the side of Ventures. I don't think that they have it in them to win these team fights, you know what I mean? Just Cappy is too big.
They're definitely going to have to be getting some solo picks here on the Vlad, you know, they're going to have to find Vlad where he's not with his team. Vlad already very safe with his
let's see the replay on that though.
I'm not too sure what was that?
The replay? Do you want to see a replay of that?
I'd like to see a replay of that. Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, this was kind of big. So in the middle of the fight, the depth charge, there goes the shield. If they didn't flash, it wouldn't have landed on Vi. So I think that was kind of important. That set up the rest of XRising to go ahead and follow up Techi. I know he got taken out, but it doesn't matter. The rest of his team was able to do damage. I mean, look at Garen just spinning to winning right there. But Kale does a nice turnaround, flashes forward, ends up picking up a few kills of her own. But then the hero from the top lane himself, Cappy, come ganking in like a god, gets the Hemoplague off onto Lil Shoddy and Parcel, ends up getting the double kill, and the rest is history from there. But wow, that was a great team fight overall. I mean, they played very patient, maybe a little bit late from Cappy's arrival, but in the end, it really didn't matter. You know what I mean? He did exactly what he needed to do.
Grab what he needed. It looks like here, Cappy actually opted in for Cosmic Drive. Also, very good mage item. I actually forgot that item existed, I'm gonna be honest here. Looks like he'll be opting in to grab a stopwatch as well. Definitely going to be needing that survivability when you have 25 Magi stacks. And this Vlad is just going to be a monster, to say the least.
Humongous. Slim Shotty and Rezi trying to get a pick off here, but a level 13 Garen might not be the move. On the Hun, forced to pop along with the Gale Force just to get away from Cappy. And I cannot say I blame Parcel at all, because Vlad is huge. They don't have that much, what's it called? Grievous wounds. Actually, the only Grievous wounds that they have is literally on Pyro. That's it. They're the only ones with Grievous wounds to try to stop Cappy, Heideka, or W. I mean, all of them. All of them have all of them have lifesteal, insane lifesteal, or some kind of life variant. You know, whether they're passively gaining it or getting it through damage.
Well, Garen, luckily, he doesn't get too much healing from fights except through Triumph. You know, his passive working a little bit different, working similar to how Warmonger's Heart, that effect, works you know, you have to not take damage for a set amount of time, and you start getting more healing. We
Yep.
see like the green effect around Garen. It means he's been out of combat for 6 seconds.
Yep.
So he will be getting increased healing.
Oh, here we go. Nice engage, though, from Heideka on the Constellation. But no, the shield is going to get popped passively. All right, he just didn't have enough damage. Probably relying too much on that true damage. But he is not going to give up. Great stop from Rezi, though. He is going to be the focus, though, of the wrath of the Heideka, that is. Slim Shotty making his way to topside, but WG making with a nice flank stops their engage with one pillar. Just halts the whole team right there. Great move from WG, because I think they may have been on the losing side of that if they would have pursued any further. So hold on one second. Cappy. Oh, the ultimate pop from Pyro, and that's so unfortunate. Hemoplague is also going to get popped as well. Down they go into the top side simultaneously in the bot lane. Cappy gets the kill off on the Pyro, so that's going to be two members down.
Baron here at 25 minutes in as well.
Free.
And just overall, it's looking like this game is about to be wrapped up here pretty soon. I don't see why it wouldn't be. You know, Vlad is already just so incredibly strong. 83 ability haste on the Vladimir. You know, and he's already so fast because he opted in to take that phase rush.
Oh, Slim Shotty, though, along with Rezi. Oh, great flash from Cappy. They have the blasting cone just in case. The pool's going to get popped. The Baron is there, so he has a little bit of the resistances. Oh, but do they have the movement speed? I don't think they do. Those two Cloud Dragons actually coming in super clutch for Cappy right now. Oh my goodness. The slow resistances along with the out of combat movement speed. Phenomenal pickup. Oh, Cloud Dragon, you lucky bastard. You give me one good example why you're coming clutch, and that's it right there. But
yeah,
other than that,
slow resist.
I
as
don't
well
like
as just the slow resist from phase rush too, you know. I believe phase rush gives like 70% slow resist. I'm not quite sure, but that plus the
Really?
extra slow resist that has been stacking from the two Cloud Drakes they have. So that's like 77 slow resist. So that Kale Q is not going to be slowing them down at all. We got the Alistar here emoting in the mid lane.
yeah, more cowbell, please. Oh, I love that. Heideka, though, on the hunt for Constellation here, forces the flash. Rezi also forced to do the Unbreakable Will, still taking a serious amount of damage, even through all that damage reduction. And they definitely still have that empowered Baron buff, so all the minions are super as well. Nice hook is going to land on the parcel from Lupul. Down goes the inhibitor. They are not wanting to stop, though. Baron isn't up for much longer, so they want to utilize it as much as possible. Will they push top? No, they can't push out either lane right now. They have too many minions that are just keeping their minions at bay for the time being. Dragon's up in a minute, though. They can reset here, get prepared for Dragon, possibly lock down the soul point for either team. But I definitely think that it's going to be in favor of XRising for at least this Dragon fight. How about you?
Most certainly, yeah. You see Cappy, he's just so fed. He's going to take his fast back here with the remainder of the Baron buff that they do have. Baron getting close to being over. Cappy also picking up an Elixir of Sorcery. You know, giving him that extra AP. He's sitting at almost 500 ability power. And he does have Ghost as well, so he'll be able to get anywhere in this team fight, especially with that phase rush. He doesn't have flash up, but he does have his Pro Pelt ready to use. So, definitely going to be scary. Vlad overall just going to be picking off anyone who has poor placement.
Yep. They are definitely trying to get as many picks off as possible. Baron's still lingering around a little bit. Heideka not opting to go in with the team for right now. I think he definitely believes in his team to go ahead and lock that down. Meanwhile, the rest of Ventures, though, trying to possibly get a pick off, but no, so fast. The Garen Qs, plus now having 3 Cloud Drakes. I mean, this is every Garen's dream. The only thing they're missing, really, is a Hecarim. And then he would just be galloping all over the place, just so happy if he had these 3 Cloud Drakes from both games, by the way. Oh, Heideka actually stepping into a 1v3. Little does he know. Parcel, though, he has a lot of damage. Oh, a 4v1. Okay, the ultimate to stop him from getting to the blasting cone. Opts out
Nice.
himself. He can't even run out of there. There goes the challenging smite and a huge shutdown now picked up by Constellation. For half a second, I thought he was going to be able to get out of that. I promise you I thought he was. But
Oh, yeah, man. That Garen, very fast. Like I said, you know, they have 3 Cloud Drakes, so they have a lot of slow resist, and then Garen, you know, pulling in with the the Mortal Reminder, the Deadman's, and the Stride Breaker. Very fast already, and he's actually going to be picking up here. If we look at his item build, he does have Winged Moonplate, and that builds into Force of Nature and Deadman's. So he already has the Deadman's, so we'll most likely be seeing the Force of Nature come out, and that's going to be a very nice 70 magic resist item. Going to be very good counter to the Kale. I'd say the Cassio, but the Cassio right now speaking for herself, unfortunately, going 0-8 here. So we're definitely going to be having to watch out for that. Kale, even though she does have that Void Staff, Garen is already just so naturally tanky and resilient, especially since he also opted in for I believe he opted in for conditioning and overgrowth. Yes, he did. So, you know, he's just going to have that extra health, extra resist, and overall, very strong.
Constellation not even safe in their own jungle. Great roam from Lupul and engage from Lupul as well. And on the backside, we have Heideka, but Lupul picks up the kill as well. The ultimate pop. Oh, Little Shotty doing a great job. Oh, the zone is going to get popped. Great ultimate from Pyro as well to keep his teammates alive. WG super low onto the back line. Rezi trying to chase him down, but runs straight into Lupul and Techi. Samira, not the tankiest member on the team, and Slim Shotty is pretty big right now. 3-4-3 with the Riftmaker, along with the Void Staff and an Asher's Tooth. So some serious damage now on Kill. 270 farm as well. Not one to be, you know, messed with. Oh no, Rezi, he's backing on a ward. I don't think he realized it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, but that's okay. Gets out just in case. But Heideka along with Kathy taking out bot lane. They are. This is a battle of attrition right now, and they are losing hardcore. That is going to be the tier 3 bot tower that does fall. They are just open season right now across the map. Any objective they want, they will get.
Yeah, definitely would have suggested a different rune set here on the Kale. Since she is against, you know, a Trundle, a Nautilus, and a Garen, Lethal Tempo would have worked so much better here. Because it works well with her passive, you know, already just getting that increased attack speed, similar to Jax. But what's really useful here about Lethal Tempo and Kale is since they're against the tankier comp, they're able to she's able to proc it and to keep it up, versus squishies, you know, you just need the 3 hits and they're dead. Here, you know, the Garen, it's going to take a lot more auto attacks, so she's going to need to be getting those in. And here with PTA, I'm not so sure that was the best move.
No, I think Lethal Tempo was definitely the move that she wanted, like you had just stated. But I do like the Leandra's pick, at least picked up by Pyro there. I mean, they do have a little bit of a tankier set on the side of XRising, so they do have the burn damage a little bit, at least with that. So
especially
that's good.
Along with Crystal Scepter, you know. Rylyonn's Crystal Scepter, giving that nice slow. Definitely something they want. Of course, you know, with the 3 Cloud Drakes that has already been taken, you gotta think, is this really gonna help too much? You know, they already have a lot of slow resist, you know.
Right.
Garen with the Swiftness Boots, Vlad with the Phase Rush, you know. There's only certain people who, you know, wouldn't have tenacity, I'd say, like the Mira. Yeah, she has Bloodline.
I mean, there's so many wards also right now placed on the side of XRising. Like, they cannot walk into here. Great Q, though, coming in from Constellation to get Lupul super low. Another proc is going to land as well, and they do get taken down by Slim Shotty. This is the fight that they actually need. Double kill now from Slim Shotty. All right, there goes the kill. Also picked up by Pyro, but Heideka also doing damage onto the back line. XRis Cappy, though, on the run. The ultimate is not available from Constellation, so they have the movement speed. They have the slow resist as well. The Q, no, they are not going to pursue any further Heideka.
They're going to secure the dragon, looks like.
Will they, though? Will they? Heideka could still technically take it. Oh, no, he can't. I'm sorry. I like to be hopeful, but no.
Yeah, you know, there's always that hope, man. And from at least my personal experiences, you know, I've had a Nunu who's been outsmited before, and that's been more than disappointing. Garen might secure an inhib here, though, which would be nice.
Pyro with the great teleport, he immediately followed up with the ultimate to stop him. And is that going to be enough time for the rest of the team to follow up? Yes, it is. So Heideka now having to run all the way from side to side. Can he make it out? Of course he can. He's Garen. He's got the movement speeds and 3 Cloud Drakes. What am I saying?
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
completely fine.
And the Kale, you know, we saw in that previous fight, she had just hit 16, so she was like, yo, I'm 16, let's fight.
No. Hideko with the bush stretch again. Pyro trying to do something, but it is not going to be enough. The Demacian Justice falls from above to smite the bye-bye Cassiopeia, and he's just going to walk out of there like a bandit does. He just shows up, ruins it, and then leaves. He is still going to mess around here. He's going to lure the rest of Ventures to try to fight in a 3v or possibly a 4v1 while the rest of XRising takes down Baron.
Last game, you know, you remember the placement with the Kled there, distracting everyone in the top lane. Well, they're like, hey, that was a pretty good idea. Let's do that, and hey, it worked. You know, they took an idea that, you know, we saw on one team, and they took it over and they used it against them. And that was some very good plays here, especially since their base is quite open right now. 2 inhibs exposed. They only have 1 T2 left, but with this Baron, it looks like that's going to be gone as well. Vlad here is opting in for a needlessly large rod. Most likely we'll end up seeing that death cap for that last item as well.
All right, let's see. He has the Glacial Augments that's going to slow Hideko just slightly, but like we said, those slow resist the flash forward, though, right on the parcel. The Demacian Justice, doesn't pop. I don't think it was available just yet. Is the Ignite going to be enough? No, it is not. Nice stun underneath tower. There goes Pyro and Slim Shotty, though, just for follow-up support. There goes the headbutt along with the follow-up ultimate from Vi, but what are they giving up so much?
They did not need to use, you know, the Vi ult. I think they should have held on to that. Definitely a poor decision to use that. Should have saved it in case they needed to try to defend that middle inhibitor. Mid inhib is nice to have, but personally, it's only good if you have a lead. But here we do see a pretty good lead, you know. Vlad sitting on those 25 Dark Seal stacks here has yet to die. So overall, definitely going to be worried about the Vlad here. But, you know, with the side lanes at least, it's better to get the side lane inhibs down before the mid lane inhib, unless you're able to, you know, win these fights and just end the game through mid.
Right. Yeah, because the side lanes just apply more pressure for objectives. I mean, Cloud Soul is going to be up in about minute 50 here. Baron's not going to be up for at least a couple minutes, so they just recently got that. So that one's just fresh. But, you know, Cloud Point, or Cloud Soul in general, for both teams right now. This is the last Dragon before Elder. I don't even know if we'll make it to an Elder. It is really dependent on how this next team fight goes. I doubt it too, but we'll see.
Fight, whoever wins it most likely will be able to win the game here. As it is so late, you know, that like minute timer on most of the champions. And like the key champions we've seen, Vlad and Garen here, you know, if they die, then, you know, that's like a minute timer. Same with the Kale.
Oh no, Parcel getting picked off by WG. There goes On the Hunt to try to get away, and this is a close little nook that they need. This is where Slim Shotty really thrived last time. Very nice Divine Judgment, though, on to Resi to keep him alive just a little bit longer. Pops Zonia just to stop Hideko from doing anything. Constellation now, cease and desist, pops on to Loople there. Okay, some serious damage, but no one's to follow up yet. There goes Pyro with the follow-up. Hideko's going to try to go ahead and backdoor, though. 2 members down for the side of Ventures, and here comes Slim Shotty for that 1v1 matchup onto the top side here. He's going to try to bait him away, does get him away from the inhib. Meanwhile, we have on the bot lane 2 simultaneous fights happening here. He's just going to keep on running around, distracting Kale. Dragon's going to be up in about 30 seconds here, so this is kind of big. Resi forced to back all the way, but no, Garen's just too defensive right now. WG, gets picked off by a Q. Serious damage coming through. Nice flash to go ahead and sidestep that. There they go, popping the pillar. XR's Cappy now in a 1v2 situation. Flashes forward. Oh my god, 2 shots! Parcel, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Constellation does take down WG, so they don't have the jungle available for this final Dragon. Constellation is up, but Parcel is down. So they don't have the constant DPS as well. XR's Cappy doing a great job in a 1v3. Technically not 1v2. Same thing with Hideko in his own 1v2. Like, just members are all over the place, just spread. Nice. But no, they do lock down the Cloud Soul. Let's see if they can get this kill on the Cappy. Baron is no longer available. Cease and desist, but pulled at the perfect time from Cappy here. Cappy is 100% my MVP right now on the side of XRising Esports. What a menace he has been all game long. 0 deaths, 11 kills, and 3 assists. Insane.
Oh, yeah. The Garen definitely doing some good distracting here. Might even take this inhib finally, but maybe not actually, since they do have everyone red side back at base. So right now, surprising, you know, no like crazy no crazy loss just yet. We might actually be gifted with the ability to see a Elder Drag depending on how the next fight goes.
Heideca, though, might be baiting Constellation. Yep, right into the tri-bush. It's a 3v2 situation. The depth charge onto the backline does knock off Pyro. Unfortunate, so that allows Tetra to go ahead and get a little bit of added knock up there, but at the cost of his own life. Kale is really big. They definitely forgot about that. Parcel takes down Loople, though, so now it's a 2v1. What started up as the bait became the baitees. Let's go, baby. All right, I love this. Ventures is not giving up. They need this 2-0 more than anything in the world to lock in this playoff spot, and I can feel it on their lips right now. They love
Kale
this.
is just a monster right now, too, coming in with a whopping 724 AP after her
Dear
elixir
God.
sorcery. And Nautilus, just unfortunately, no magic resist items are built on him yet, and that's why we just saw one auto attack from the Kale, taking out 30% of his health right away. Just huge chunks, man, and for him to just be taken out by the poison from the Casio. We're definitely going to be needing to see like a force of nature on him for sure.
This is I mean, this is the late game Kale that Ventures was hoping to be able to unlock, and they did enough stalling just to allow Slim to do this. Divine Judgment is up. On the Hunt is not up, but everyone else's ultimates are there. Let's see if they're able to do anything. Loople has some good vision around the Baron as well. Yeah, but yeah, Garen's looking to get that backdoor. He's just always been a problem on the map. Doesn't have any other minions, though, so they could give up the inhibitor, but they don't want to give up their positioning on the Baron. Slim Shotty, though, is not going to be a part of this team fight. Flashes forward onto Slim Shotty. The Divine Judgment still available, so they have to wait patiently. It is going to be popped really early, but Heideca, like you said, no magic resist at all. They are going to start the Baron knowing that Slim Shotty is not there. Teleport is available, though, so they can't go on the back line. Cease and Desist is going to pop. Tetch, though, has no interest in entertaining that whatsoever. There goes Cappy with the Hourglass as well, along with the pool. There's Rezi picking up Loople. Down goes Techi immediately after being popped. WG getting taken down, double kill on the Slim Shotty, and this might be the beginning of the end. 4 deaths on the side of Ventures. This is, I'm sorry, on the side of XRising. Ventures with an unreal comeback. Still down by 3k gold, by the way, but they should Baron. Why aren't they Baroning?
I know, right? Like, they had perfect ample time to send like an Alistar mid and just start the Baron, you know. They are gonna secure some of these towers, but they won't be able to end the game. If they did have the Baron, they most likely could have taken a Nexus turret, but I feel like here now they can't. As Vlad is defending the base. Vlad still has yet to die, but it looks like since they did pop that inhib, they are gonna go for the Baron. They definitely had a better chance for the Baron when the entire enemy team was down. Because now they might attempt a good contest here. And and blue side does have vision that Vi is in her base.
Yeah, so they definitely know that she's not going to be there, and they have the smite advantage. But the rest of Team Ventures has to back because they have to reset for this Baron fight. They have a lot of DPS on the side of XRising. I don't know if this is the best move, but no, they are not. They're actually calling. Oh my God, they're playing them for fools right now. They were able to successfully reset. They're coming back down. They have supers just marching down the mid lane. This is actually unreal. I can't believe they pulled that off.
Oh my goodness, Kel at 400 farm now. Wow. Definitely, we're seeing.
This landing on the Tej is gonna lock him down into place. Cappy though is trying to support as much as he can. The pool's gonna land, but he has this big, giant, humongous shutdown along with the Magi. He is not wanting to give up. Heideca is trying to stay and do some stealthy stuff, but this is not the same team that you were versing just 20 minutes ago, my friend. You do not have the ability to go ahead and just withstand all that. It is now a 4v5. The Baron is taken down in like 10 seconds. Ventures lock down the Soul. They lock down the Baron. Elder Dragon's gonna be up in
the Garen out of their base. They're like, get out of here, you pest. You know, Garen trying to get an inhib down.
God.
Because they definitely definitely needed that inhib to be open. And red team here at an advantage. They have 2 teleports.
Cappy
not available
might
at
get
the moment.
taken out. WG's trying to secure that perfect record that he has, but at what cost? Everyone's using the flash to get away. They have a little bit of a speed boost. The cease and desist now being popped. The pool isn't there available. Great job from Loophole. Parcel's going to go ahead and take down WG. They're trying to do everything they can. Cappy is just barely going to survive with a sliver of health left, and Heideka is going to go ahead and back him up. But at what cost? I know I've said this a bajillion times. 2 members down now on the side of XRising. Elder Drake is up right now. They have no jungle. They have no support. They have Baron. They have Cloud Soul. They now have the Elder Drake. This was an amazing turnaround. They finally have the gold lead for the first time all game on the side of Ventures. Ventures is not giving this up. They want this 2-0 more than anything in the world, and they are going to get it probably.
Yeah, I foresee no way that they lose this. They would have to have some serious caster curse on them to lose this game.
Oh my god, the Elder, yep. Pop goes the Weasel, down goes Techi, there goes Heideka, 4 members down, WG's up in the next few moments, same thing with Loophole, but I don't think Cappy is going to want to give it up. This is the beginning of the end, 1 tower down, 2 towers down, there goes the cease and desist popped on the Cappy just in case, and the first death for Cappy, down he goes. What? The cherry on top of
what
a
game!
Comeback victory on over for Team Ventures. That was insane. I forgot that was your background.
I didn't say that was such an intense game. I forgot I had changed it. But
Oh
man,
my
what
God.
a game to say the least, especially since they were down for so long that game. You know, it was just the
Oh
Vlad
my
had
God.
such a lead so early on. You know, he's already so strong. And he had that lead, but he wasn't able to maintain it throughout the mid and late game. Sure, he's able to one-hit someone, but that was it. You know, he didn't really follow up with anything else, you know. They never got to kill that kill into the mid and late game. And the kill is what really messed everyone up. You know, Chi was just one-hitting everyone. And then the Nautilus, you know, the tank got 3 hit by the Kale. Kale not, or excuse me, Nautilus not having like any magic resist built. You know, it was just some item diff to say the least, but you know, just some late game scaling. You know, level 16 Kale very strong, but so is a Fed Vladimir with full Medjais throughout the entire game. They definitely their positioning was off, I'd say, to say the least. But
Yeah.
overall, team composition, overall, it was definitely favored on the side of XRising, in my opinion. Even though Ventures did take this dub.
They did. I mean, I loved XRising's comp. Like you said, it was absolutely phenomenal. They did a great job. They had more kills for most of the game there, but just the late game scaling from little Slim Shotty, absolutely phenomenal. And if you had to give your MVP vote though, who are you giving it to?
Slim Shotty, 100%.
Oh,
You know,
100%.
definitely just overall very, very, very strong. Definitely securing that win for his team. You know, the Casio playing weak side as we saw throughout the game, as Vlad did get so far ahead, but the Kale definitely just picking up the kills, putting in the damage, you know, like very just great plays overall. My MVP goes to Kale. Very just good gameplay overall, as we saw.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely phenomenal. Just great gameplay from both teams overall. I definitely thought XRising had game 2. We were going to see a game 3, which would have put Ventures, you know, right on the fence there. It is not a tiebreaker though. That was a 2-0 in a best of 3 series. It goes on over to Ventures, and for the standings, that actually puts Ventures now up to 15 points. So that's going to put them right above Stupid Team Diff, knocking them out, and they actually secured their spot for playoffs. Just absolutely insane. They needed this 2-0 more than anything in the world, and they absolutely accomplished that. It's going to be up to other factors having to do with win-loss ratio, along with a few other things to determine who gets third and fourth. That'll be behind the scenes. We'll do all that wonderful math for all you folks at home, so don't even worry. And we'll get the finalized standings here, of course, before playoffs. But let us know who you think is going to be MVP. We have our poll up right now. A lot of you already putting in your votes. 6 right now for Slim Shotty, 4 for Constellation, 2 for Rezi, and 1 for Parcel. Pyro, you did great though. They didn't want to give you any love. No MVP votes for you, unfortunately, at the moment. But that's okay. You have other weeks because now you're going to playoffs, baby. Let's get it. And we can have more than one MVP, by the way. So if it ends up being a tie, we
if they
do
do tie.
pull both of them in here. So, keep that in mind for those last second votes if you haven't done it so already. But seriously, what a great comeback victory. They had a strong game 1. They commanded game number 1, absolutely. But game number 2, if it literally wasn't for the Kale pick, any other pick, I think they would have lost. Any other pick.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like the Cal
Any other
just
pick.
carried out that game.
Yep,
Just
absolutely.
got the scaling done and was gold.
Not that Heideka
And,
did bad. Heideka did great in lane.
Yeah,
10,
no, Garen
6,
was
and 2.
insane, especially for the matchup. Still winning that matchup even post 6 from the Kale, because it does become heavily Kale favored, and it was because he had the Stride Breaker, he had the Swiftness boots, so Kale Q doesn't slow him enough, especially since Decisive Strike from Garen, it removes all slows. He just had to time that correctly and ignore the slow from the Kale. Get on the Kale. Use the Judgment, Ignite, and Demacian Justice. And the Kale's dead, dude. But Kale definitely turned that game around for sure. Definitely helped secure
100%.
that win. That's actually Constellation here got the
Let's
MVP
go.
win here. So
And
congratulations on that.
Wookie, I believe, just dragged them in. Hello, hello. How are you, you wonderful, wonderful person?
Hello, what's up, guys?
Not much. How happy are you right now?
Yo, that was the most hype league game. And on top of that, that one guy, Dark, he promised AST time zone if we get in the playoffs. We get
Really?
AST on the server.
Okay. Well, there we go. Congratulations. I know this game was definitely super detrimental. You guys are the type of people to turn in your homework at the very last minute, aren't you? Because that's exactly how you played this entire 9-week split series. So, I mean, you guys were doing okay in the beginning, it was really strong, faltered a little bit at the end, and then here we are, week number 9. You have the opportunity to lock in 4th place. And then you guys just pulled that shit out of somewhere, man. I loved it. So hype. But I mean, specifically, obviously you got MVP. You had a huge impact on the lanes. Early ganking, you got 3 kills on Shyvana in the first game. I mean, first game there's not really much we can go over there. You guys won what, like 26-4, something like that. It was kind of one-sided heavily. And I mean, you did absolutely phenomenal, but XRising, they are 3rd place, locked it in. Great job. It's the tie between you two. We'll figure out the semantics, but like, what did you actually think that you were going to make playoffs when you came in today's series? Truthful, be honest.
Yeah, honestly, I did. I was like, yo, I want that AST time zone. I was so hyped for this game. I was getting so hyped. I was hyped all day. Like, I was devastated when they said they canceled the game. But then it was back, and I was like, yeah, we're winning this shit.
Yeah, you guys really did. I mean, top lane though, I definitely thought Slim Shotty was going to be walking away with the MVP. I mean, they put you in the knapsack and they said, "Don't worry, I'll put you on my wings and I'll carry you to victory." Game number 2. So like, you weren't really focused heavily on top side early on. Garen was just annihilating Kale. But what was the turning point in the game where you realized, "Oh my God, we actually have this if we just keep Kale alive"? Like, when did that actually click in?
The turning point was about at that 3rd dragon fight. Like for our 3rd Drake, when we actually decided, oh, we should probably fight for Drake now. Because we were just thinking we just give Drakes and like chill until Kel gets 16, right? And so then we went in that fight, and I think it was 2-0 or 3-0 or something. And then that's when we're like, oh yeah, we actually have a chance now.
Hey, I mean, was there any thought that there was going to be a game 3? Was it like, okay, guys, this is not going well, or were you just like, we have to 2-0? So I'm not hearing any of this crap. You guys, we're gonna focus Kale. We're gonna make sure she gets to level 16, and we're getting this. Or did you guys truly think there might have been a game 3 there?
Well, I remember I wasn't really thinking about that, but we were talking about when we were falling down pretty hard in the mid game. We're like, yo, G2, they threw like a 14k gold lead at 14 minutes. Like we can.
I mean, you guys were down some serious gold there for like the longest time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it was a completely different team than game number 1. It was like you guys had great communication, all the towers, you guys controlled all of it. Yeah, the dragons were a little bit iffy, but I don't really blame you for not focusing the Cloud Drake at first. I mean, it was, or the other dragons, you're like, yeah, I want that Cloud Drake, and it turned out to be in your guys' favor, so great job. But you know, seriously, I really don't have anything else that I could like go over. I'm just flabbergasted at the fact that you guys just comeback victory was insane. The patience from you and from Slim Shotty in the top lane. I mean, as a team overall, you guys did fantastic, but you two were the focal point of game number 2 there, definitely, 100%. And yeah, but Noble, any questions, concerns, or anything that you have for Mr. Constellation, our MVP of the night?
Were you worried at all? Just like in that second game, were you afraid at all because of how down you were? Like, what were your thoughts when you saw that Vlad was like,
Oh
6 and
yeah.
0? You're like, oh no, Vlad has full Medjais, and it's like, uh-oh. So, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll use this chance to shout out my boy Parcel. He was the one who said it, right? Vladimir decided to buy Magi's. That's a nerf. You buy Magi's and you play super scared the whole game. You don't dive in and take risks. You just try not to die, and you run away if you get doven on, and we use that to our advantage.
That's
Mm.
extremely true. I mean, anytime that you tried to show face in the mid lane there, it seemed like Happy was just slapping you all away. Double kills every single time the Hemo Plague was getting dropped. I mean, it was like, oh god, like Cappy is huge. But you're right, he had so many stacks that it was just like, I don't want to give him up. Can't give up my precious little stacks until literally the very end. You know, he did succumb, and you all won overall. So that
Oh
is
yeah.
commanding lead. And can we get a confirmation right now on the other game for Across the Map versus Eggplant real quick? I'm seeing some chat, but I need to confirm that. Are you dead serious? Oh my god.
Wow.
I would like to single-handedly apologize to Eggplant 2-0ing Across the Map. The number 1 team did not end the split. Gods do bleed. That's insane. And we've seen this time and time again. No one's going undefeated, I believe, out of anything. Wow. Insane.
yeah,
Great
no.
job to them. Kudos.
Definitely a league of turning around, to say the least, for just so
Yeah.
many different games. We saw, was it last week? Was the University of Miami? Is that correct?
Yes.
They were undefeated up until their first game, I believe it was.
Absolutely. And
And
getting back here to you real quick, Constellation. Now that you've ended the regular season, you get a taste of now Division 1 for the first time ever. Out of the other 4 teams, let me go ahead and bring them back up real quick here, because I believe that's already been solidified as well. So depending if you get 3rd or 4th, it really depends on your matchup, of course. So you have the potential to either go against Sitting on Wards, or who is their second place standings again? Let me double check. Oh yeah, Relinquished Renegades. Who are you looking forward to out of the 2 themselves? Who would you rather be versing?
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We don't even know like half the teams in our division. We go into the game, like we looked at the op.gg like while we were starting up draft. Like
What? We're done planning things for you guys. We're not giving you no. That's every time I ask you all that, every single one of you say the same thing. It breaks my heart. It's like you guys don't do. Any planning. All right, that's fine. It'll be a surprise to all of us then going when we mix the divisions together. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's going to be good. But Sitting on Words did go undefeated in their division, I believe. And Relinquished Renegades, finished strong with second place. So they're very, very, very competitive teams. I definitely would encourage looking at them just in case before the playoffs
Oh, yeah.
start. But I think you guys can hold yourselves well. You obviously came back strong victory here to secure your spot for the playoffs. Like I could not be any prouder of you guys for that. Like seriously,
Yeah, you
I
guys did
completely
great.
discounted you and you shut me down completely, and I applaud that. So thank you.
I never lost faith in you guys. You
That
guys
is true.
gave
He
me
did
all
not.
of my points. So
That is very true.
Let's go. Couldn't have
Any
done it.
shout-outs?
I would like to shout out, besides Parcel, I'd like to shout out everyone else on my team. Rezi, Nox, Big Slim, and also my friends watching at home. Griffinet, Lennox, Kale, Yukisa. You guys are always in my heart.
My God, look at that. He's got all the people. He's like, I'd like to thank the Academy just for letting me be here. I know you guys rigged it because you all voted for me, but that's okay.
True.
No, I'm just joking. You very well deserve that, my friend. Seriously, you had a tremendous impact game number 1 and game number 2 there. Clutch Baron steal on the Sejuani. I call it the Clisby steal because Clisby did it twice in one game, but that does not discount anything on your efforts there on game number 1. That was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But great job. And if you guys, I believe that is going to be it. This is going to be the ending of the regular season for PCL. It could not be any more of a banger ending. Thank you so much, Constellation, for this game. Amazing. But yes, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. I'm your boy Rylionn. We have Noble here joining me. Happy April Fools, everybody. I hope you had a great time during today's cast. I definitely know we did here. But we will see you next week. Catch you later. Peace.
Peace.
adios.